Welcome to OMOTEE'S Insight Box, where we engage in meaningful conversations that inspire, enlighten, and empower. So today's episode is deeply personal and important one as we shine a light on the topic, turning pain into power, a journey of triumph over trauma. So trauma is deeply complex and often misunderstood experience, affecting individuals in profound ways and shaping their lives in ways they never imagined. It's a subject that deserves our utmost attention and compassion. And today, we have a special guest who will be sharing a journey of resilience and healing after overcoming trauma. So as a survivor herself, she brings a unique perspective and valuable insight into navigating the complexities of trauma recovery. Let me make welcome Mary Efe Aidelo, aka Wildfire. So she's a poet, an entrepreneur, a reporter, and a producer with Arise News. Thank you for having me, OMOTEE'S. Okay, so before I ask the very first question on trauma, why wildfire? Are you a consuming fire?
So everybody asks me a lot, why that name, wildfire. So I feel like wildfire is my life. Everything about me is everything about me evolves around that name. I don't stop till I am done burning. No matter what happens, I am someone that you cannot defeat. No matter all the things that I have gone through, I am still burning, and that is just it.
I love that. I love that. So as a trauma survivor, could you briefly share your insight on the concept of trauma?
Okay, so trauma to me, I would say, is emotional injury. Yeah, experiences that you can never forget, experiences that keep coming back. They are things that a lot of us carry about
unknowingly.
They are pains of our hearts, and we just carry them about, and that for me is trauma. That's why I said it's an emotional injury. It's not physical, so it's just an invisible scar.
Okay, so can you briefly share a story about your trauma experience and how it has impacted your life?
Okay, so I've had a couple of experiences ranging from relationship to
relationship. Oh my God! Hey, Jesus!
Ranging from relationship to losing two loved ones.
Wow!
And also going through school, going through life itself generally has been traumatic. But glory to God, we're here.
Yeah, we've always been a wildfire.
we keep burning.
Yeah, you keep burning.
We don't stop till we are done.
Yeah, you're very correct. So how has your experience with trauma influenced your relationship with others, personally and professionally?
Okay, so like I said earlier, I've had different experiences from relationship. Grief itself is something that you can never forget. You carry that about. Up till now, I would say that I have not been able to get over so many things, and grief is one of it. Trying to see how to get out of the experiences I had from my past relationship. I have been able to make sure that all these things don't get to me, and that is why I'm able to fit into anywhere. As much as I think about as I think about these things, sometimes I'm down, sometimes
you're moody.
It happens to people.
Exactly.
The only thing is we just hide it. We just hide it and make it look like everything is okay. When people see you, they're like, "Oh, fine girl," but the truth about it is,
behind that fine girl,
there's something inside that is burning.
Exactly.
But then we have to look for defense mechanisms to help us to it cannot go away, but we can find a way to control it. So that's just it.
Okay, so talk to me about triggers. Is there any trigger or challenges you've encountered in your journey of healing, healing from trauma?
Yes.
How have you learned to navigate, this situation?
So triggers, that happens like almost every time. Sometimes in a week, I could get like 2-3 persons that will just say something to me that will remind me or take me back to that experience. But like I said, I have been able to grow myself to an extent that I try not to be bothered about what people do or say. And I feel like sometimes people are unintentional.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes to hurting you emotionally. They don't know. They say things, and I feel like sometimes they don't even think about it.
Exactly.
They just say it. Sometimes people say things that they feel it's actually funny. But then to somebody that has had an experience in that line, you could just go back into your room and then you're like, this person said this thing to me, but then we move. So being in certain situations, I try to balance work, I balance relationship. It has affected me in so many ways though. Getting into another relationship was it was a big deal for me, but then it's also important to have somebody that can help you heal as well.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so have you found any particular form of healing process or therapy?
Yes. Right from when I was in secondary school, I found a very great interest in poetry. And that I feel down. I'm not somebody that likes to share a lot. So I would rather just pen it down. Poetry and music. I love music so much. Music is food to my soul. Music is food to my soul. I'm inspired by music. Music inspires me to write, aside whatever experience it is that I have gone through. So music. And then I have amazing friends. Those people
around you are very important.
Hey. So they lift my spirit. I have a friend that sometimes she just comes up with things like, I know that I may not know how it feels to lose somebody, but babe, you did try. And I'm like,
what fire is flying.
So I always feel that she may not see it as a big deal, but for the fact that she acknowledges the fact that I am trying as much as I can to be strong, it gives me so much joy. So that's it.
I love that. I love that so much. When we are going through this traumatic experience, depression and all these negative stuffs, people will tell you, just ignore. It's a thing of mind.
It's easy to say.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is, they will tell you, just focus on yourself, focus on self-development. So how have you been able to do that? Like self-care, self-development and all of that, just to shy away a little bit from that traumatic experience.
I'll divert a little because just for me to be able to chip in the basis of what you want me to talk about. So I started working at a tender age, at the age of 16, and from there I learned self-growth. Yes, because when I go out to work, there's nobody there with me. But then my mom will always say something, even if there's nobody there, remember who you are. So finding myself in different places, going through all these experiences, I'll always say that I know who I am. I am wildfire.
Of course.
No experience will pull me down. I will never stop burning. So sometimes I just sit down, and when I feel like I'm getting to that stage where I want to start feeling depressed. Sometimes the
trigger,
the thoughts about it will make you feel like, oh, you think you're strong. You think you're strong, right? But when I see that, okay, maybe I'm not feeling myself enough to write, I don't feel like to listen to music, I just get dressed and I go out. I go to eat. I go out to eat. I love junks a lot. The next thing you see me, I'm in a supermarket. I'm shopping for chocolate. I'm not even talking about food. I'm shopping for chocolate. I'm shopping for sweetness because it is very important.
If you get sweetness mentally, you have to
so I go out. Sometimes I invite friends. Okay, what's up? Do you want to chill? Let's go out. Sometimes we may not even just go to like somewhere really big, like a big restaurant or something. We just look for somewhere around to chill, take ice cream, and then we discuss. And then the next thing, you're already pouring your mind. You're pouring your mind. You're thinking about other things. You are brainstorming, and you're coming up with new ideas, and then you feel like, oh yes, I think I can do this. I can do this more often. So I think that alone just takes me out of that depressive box. It just takes me out of there. So like I said, people have to look for defense mechanism. Look for something that you love to do, something that will take your mind off it.
I love that. Another key point, you know, for you, for viewers out there, you know, people out there going through this traumatic experience, you know, you just have to
look for something,
you know,
a defense mechanism
to just come out of it. Do you get? So my next question is, how do you prioritize your mental health? You know, in this circumstance,
in this country, Steph.
Your mental health and your well-being daily, because it's very important.
Very, very.
You have to prioritize your mental health and your well-being daily. So how do you do that?
Okay, so for me, sometimes when I wake up, I know when I don't wake up at the right side of the bed. So once I pick myself up, I say words of affirmation to myself. I make confessions. In my church, we call it confessions. So when I wake up and I feel like, I hope this mood is not about to ruin my day, I just start saying words of affirmations to myself. You've been through so many things. This is not going to break you down. You have to pick yourself up. Pick yourself up, young lady, and move. This mood you're taking out, as soon as you get to your office, please just kill it. Because I try not to
don't give it for the devil. Don't give it for any depression.
I try not to allow my mood. I try not to allow my mood to affect other people. So sometimes a lot of people will see that I am quiet. That is because I feel like when I'm more quiet, it helps me not to transfer aggression to people. So I just keep I keep my pain to myself because I don't know what other people are going through. So I'm mindful of the things I say.
Not to add to what they are going through.
Mindful of my actions towards them. And that's why I prefer to be quiet when I'm in that mood. Irrespective of the fact that, okay, I've said words of affirmation, I have to be strong, I have to keep pushing. I have people around me who love me. So that way I just try to kill that thought.
I love that. You just keep quiet. You don't need to talk. Everybody going through a lot.
Everybody will ask you, oh, are you okay? What's wrong? You know, there's nothing wrong with me.
You don't need to talk. Because by the time you talk, open your mouth. Wow. Hey,
it's just my defense mechanism. There's nothing wrong with me. I am just trying to I'm trying to control everything.
I love that point. So can you talk about breakthrough moments, like you know, or milestone you've experienced in your journey towards healing?
Breakthrough.